Peekaboo, I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Testing. It's the little mics. Huh. Oh, I got it. Hang on. Got it. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I think we got it. Gosh,
Whoopee.
I'm having so much trouble out of this sound lately. All right, don't touch anything. All right, I'll have to check all of my connect. I thought I checked them earlier. Anyway, I have a guest with me tonight. This is Big Daddy H, and happens just to be my dad. They're visiting in from out of town, so he's going to be in the studio live with me tonight. Anybody that shows up in the studio live gets a Bourbon Bounty hat, right? Just like that. Tonight, we are going to be drinking chicken cock. All right, this is the old famous old brand from the Cotton Club during speakeasies and all that. We're going to be sipping on that first. Second, we are going to be sipping on Duke. This is what I call fruit salad right here. This is the old John Wayne on the label, Duke bourbon. And because I have a special guest with me tonight, we are going to have a pour of Elijah Craig 18. All right. So, hey, okay, let me catch up with the chat. B Lady's here. Peppers in Kentucky Living is here. OG-san is here. And Dixie is here. She is actually upstairs right now in the house because she can't be in the studio live because there's a little delay and she can't listen and watch and get an echo at the same time. That's my mom. Okay, so I am itching to take my first sip. I don't usually sip on anything before this show. I come to you fresh and live and with it. So cheers. Here we go. About as much vanilla as I remember. A little bit of mint in there now that you mentioned it from earlier. Off the nose, Groovy's in the house.
That's smooth.
It is. It is very smooth. So what I'm going to do now is spin the wheel to see when the put me in will start and finish. So I am going to share my screen, and I'm actually going to do it right because I learned my lesson the first time. Entire screen, allow, and there goes the infinite into oblivion. And we are going to spin. The magic time tonight between 8 and 8:15. So between 8 and 8:15, we will be doing the put me in. All right, so we have that. Let me get this intro. Whoops, nope, did not mean to do that. I'm trying to get rid of it out of the studio. Hang on. Remove from studio. There, I hit the right button. Hey, Heart Sight, how's it going? Vanessa Kitty's here. We are in for a good time tonight. I did send the link out to a few folks, so if here in a little bit you want to jump up, feel free. Jimmy, if you would share that link out with the others from Clouds and Stouts, that would be awesome. Anytime anyone wants to jump up, this is for y'all. This is your pre-party show, so you're always going to be welcome to jump up. That is some really good sipping whiskey. Okay. 8 p.m. Eastern. I am out here in North Carolina, so all times are Eastern, right now, date time. All right. So we have 8 to 8:15. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat. Be here at 8 p.m. EDT, actually, to 8:15. For the quarterly drawing. Speaking of the quarterly drawing, it is a 24 note nosing kit. I still have the canisters right here behind me in the package. I have not started putting it together yet, but I do have all of the stuff. Along with that, you will receive 3 1-ounce pours that I will mark A, B, and C. A is going to be a base level bourbon with what I consider a beginner bourbon. B is a moderate, and C is well worth the getting your name on the drawing. I can guarantee you that. It's going to be a complex bourbon, and it's going to be a nicer bourbon. If you already win, if you've already won the nosing kit, this is what you get. This is one of your choices. You get a 2-ounce pour, 3 2-ounce pours of 3 bourbons. And I may even let you help pick those bourbons. So I'll talk to you a little bit about what you like and don't like and all of that. And I'll give you 3 2-ounce pours. Or I can give you a Bourbon Bounty logo snifter, a Bourbon Bounty logo hat, and I may make a shirt. I don't know yet. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Crazy Ann's in the house. Neighbor girls in the house. All right. So that is good.
That's good.
That is good. That is good. It's not really complex. I will tell you that. It's a little more complex than, say, regular Elijah Craig. You know, it's got a few more little notes in it. But the finish on it is not that long. It's not, you know, sticking around for a long time, but that is a good sipping whiskey. And it is 90 proof, so 45% by volume. We were going to do Old Tub, but he tried a little bit of that earlier. Hey, Heart Sight, how's it going? This is my father right here. He goes by Big Daddy H. You will see him on here sometime. You're not going to see him in the chat tonight, of course, because he doesn't have a keyboard or a computer in front of him. He has a camera in front
All
of him.
I got to do is say, put me in.
He'll get put in. All right, so we went over the drawing. We went over the possible prizes. The first prize, though, non-negotiable, is the 24 note nosing kit and 3 bourbons. So I'm set up for that for several times. But say Oji-san already won it. If he won it again, he would get a different choice. All right, so so anyone who wins will get that different choice. We are almost coming up on 7 o'clock, and we are going to tell some stories here. These are going to be stories about okay, so I'm going to start this off, and people may be shocked to hear this. But at one point in time, I studied theology. If you know me well, that may surprise you. But I was in a biblical studies program studying Greek, Hebrew, the entire Bible, translations, lost books, all of this stuff from professors in a college. And we were going to go hunting. We were rabbit hunting or something. Or we went to the deer camp.
First day of squirrel season.
First day of squirrel season, and we went to the deer camp because same
I
woods.
pulled my camper out and set it up.
And he didn't bring anything to drink because he thought he was going to be there with a couple of preachers. And we show up with whiskey.
A half pint.
Yeah, a little old half pint.
Wasn't enough for everybody.
He knew better after that. Twisted Art ladies in the house, hello. Strawberry shortcake is here. Welcome. Yeah, so that's one little story. What's another story?
Did we even go squirrel hunting the next day?
I don't think we did. But this same person that joined me to go squirrel hunting, we had gone to Greer's Ferry Lake camping, and we didn't have a lot of money. And so we bought a couple of bottles of Mad Dog 2020. And we had a hard time getting up the next day to pack everything up.
Yeah.
That was, and that night, the little flying squirrels come out, and they were hopping around our campsite, and it sounded just like someone was walking outside of our tent. We could hear that little gravel chunk, 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 and it was, and we were like, what do we do? So yeah, we got up and got out of the tent and was ready to confront our trespassers, and found out it was little big-eyed squirrels. That one had some pepper kick on the back end. That little mint pepper. Yeah. All right, so let me look at the chat here. Pretty much, it's Sam in the house. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. Hi, Lissy's here. Let me scroll back a little bit. There's neighbor girl. All right. All right, so we've got a little house full. Ask us anything. We have stories from fishing, hunting, lots of playing cards, And tonight we're doing really well. They've been here all week. You guys got here last Friday.
Right.
Yeah, so tomorrow will be 1 week. They're going to stay through this weekend and leave Monday morning.
Right.
Right. And so we've been watching football. We're going to watch football again this weekend.
We're going to spend the night up the road in Virginia and then head on back to Arkansas.
Yep. And that's with my cousin. Is that he's my cousin?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dixie's nephew.
Yes. So make the tour, see the family. Everybody's kind of getting back around with things starting to settle down, hopefully a little bit. And I am going to say to where? Oh yeah, B lady's here. I wanted to make sure she was here. B lady, I am going to look at that email you sent me. I've just been on vacation, so we've been. My son was here. He left today to go back to Kansas City because he wanted a little 3 day off before he has to go back to work. But they're retired, so every day's a holiday, right?
Yeah, right. We work harder than y'all do, something like that.
But my son is a Salesforce administrator, so he had to, or engineer now. Oh, I'm sorry.
At our age, it's hard to get from one end of the house to the other.
Yeah, and our guest room is upstairs here, so feel bad about that, but it's only 15 steps. All right. So if you think of a joke to tell,
Make it a clean one.
yeah, I don't have the MA
That's the
button.
reason I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay. He knows a ton of them, but hardly any appropriate ones. All right. So, yeah, family comes first. That's right. Oh, really? Is that what it
Everybody
is?
needs a job like this, though.
I start my day at 5:30 in the morning. I come down here and I sit at my desk, work from home, and I let my butt get wider and my fingers get softer as I type on that keyboard and click on that mouse all day. That's my life right now. That's why I play disc golf on the weekends, because that's about the only. I did get on that John Deere tractor today.
Twice this week.
Lawn tractor, not a big one. And I swept the yard. I have a yard sweeper. That way I don't have to rake. Okay, what's the largest fish? Okay, yours was the catfish that time out of the Arkansas River.
Yeah, it's something like 21 pounds.
Yeah.
I've never caught a great big one. Now, yours was that bass we caught out in Aquila Lake.
About 9 pounds.
Well,
we think it was a 10-pound bass.
we put it in an ice chest, and it died before we could weigh it. And they say they lose a lot of weight after, when they die. And what ratio, I don't know, but the thing still weighed 8 pounds
Yeah, it
after it died.
We had a 24-inch ice chest that had a ruler across the top of it. Its tail was hanging off of one side, and the head was hanging off the other side. So it was over 2 foot of bass.
And I hung one in the same lake with a 20-pound trilene, and it just whooped me. I mean, it ran out there and just popped that line.
Yep.
It was a good one. But I never did see it. Could have been a gar or a grinnell.
Now this 8-pound or 9-pound or whatever pound bass I caught, the 26, 7-inch bass, I don't know. Didn't get a good measurement on that either. I do have pictures of it. They're on my phone. I don't have them to pull up here. So I may have to get those ready sometime, and then I can pop them up.
It tastes good, though.
It did. Big fillets. That big bass I caught was out of Aquila, Lake Aquila in Texas. We lived on 10 acres of land around, when I say Blum, Texas, it's B-L-U-M. They pronounce it Bloom, but I'm grammatically correct. They're not. So, okay. Well, we'll get to that one here in just a second. But the Lake Aquila was like a little hidden gem. I mean, people went to the other lake, bigger.
Whitney.
Yeah, Lake Whitney, more popular.
Big lake.
Yeah, and you couldn't ski or anything in Aquila because there were stumps and stuff just under the water. You had to be careful in spots and know your channels to drive your boat through. But yeah, we were there. We weren't there to get wet. We were there to catch things from
And
the
I
water.
was really impressed with the crappie fishing in Aquila. The way we gauged how long we stayed, we'd buy a bag of minnows, ever how many's in there, and we'd use them till they were gone. And I think the average catch was like 38. Some days we'd catch 35, some days we'd catch 42, 43. And they all had to be at least 10 inches long, but it was
No problem.
no
Yeah.
problem catching crappie.
Yeah, and there's no problem getting them the right length either. Every one of them we pulled up just about, we put in the chest. Yeah, we used a plastic worm on the Texas rig with the
Yeah.
slip sinker on it and bob it along the bottom.
June bug lizard.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I caught that thing on. So B Lady asked, at which event where you two went together? Well, okay, good feeling. This a lot of this brings on good feeling. Shoot.
What was it? 3 years ago we met in Nashville.
Oh, that's right, for y'all's anniversary. Yeah.
That was a great weekend.
Yep. Oh yeah, and crappie, absolutely. Crappie is the absolute best. You can't buy it in the store, and yeah. So we went to Nashville several years back for their anniversary. Met up there, took a little tour on the trolley thing,
yeah.
bus, whatever. And we could jump on and off. Hey Fulton, how's it going? My favorite Halloween candy. I don't really like that much candy. I don't care for chocolate that much. I don't really have one. Really, I don't.
I've had to quit eating candy. Halloween, I don't know.
This right here. That's my favorite Halloween candy.
Around Christmas, it's peppermint schnapps, I think.
Oh yeah, peppermint schnapps for Christmas. Oh yeah, smiling about Nashville. Yeah, that was good. And and his hero is Hank Williams Sr. And we got him in the rotunda thing, the round room with all the plaques on the wall at the museum, the country music history thing, and he's looking at old Hank Williams plaque, and we got his picture there. That was fun. No, we did not have a hot tub bus. Nope. No, we just hopped on, hopped off, and I was too scared because of my. I know a lot of people on here eat hot stuff and eat peppers and all that junk, but I have been advised medically not to do that anymore. I used to collect hot sauces. I used to hurt myself pretty good, and then it got to where it was actually doing damage. And I won't go into any more detail than that.
And I have had a couple of drops of your ghost pepper sauce in a big bowl of soup, and it made that whole bowl of soup so hot you couldn't hardly eat it. But it was good.
Well, Phil could eat it. Phil would have liked it.
No,
He probably would have dumped the rest of the bottle in there.
He would probably put that on his favorite Halloween candy.
Probably, yeah. All right, have you two think about making bourbon lollipops? Huh. You know, I have thought about making bourbon chocolates. Even though I don't like chocolate, and I've thought about this a few times of having the right level of cacao, like a darker chocolate or a creamier milk chocolate or a white chocolate, which is pretty much sugar and cream, going with different bourbons and trying to pair like the perfect level of like dark chocolate, like if it's 78% or 85% or whatever, with very specific bourbons and make those candies. I have thought about that. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Phil has a stomach of steel. Yep. And he is the champ. Strawberry shortcake is back. Welcome back, strawberry shortcake. All right. And I believe strawberry shortcake, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you Lissy? Is that correct or not? I can't remember now. that's another thing. I can't always jump on all these live streams. I've committed to doing this one every Thursday night, but of course you can see how early I come on. And normally I have to drop off after these things because I get up and get an early start. Our Global Security Fusion Center for the company I work for is in Ireland. So they start at 3 a.m. here. So I jump on or start checking things around. Yeah, that's Lucy. I start checking things around 5 a.m. and start my day then. But budget season's over. I already got it turned in. And I did ask for all those positions, and I haven't been turned down yet, but I've also been on vacation. So I'll see when I get back. See how much of a fight I get over those things. But hopefully we'll get enough to keep the secure doors closed for the company. So, gosh, everything I'm thinking of, I don't know if it's appropriate to talk about on here. Now I do, because some of the funnest stuff on the deer camp and all was the jokes at night.
Oh yeah.
When we were in a bunkhouse, and all these people would be in these different bunks, lights would go out, and somebody would start telling jokes. And none of them were clean. I don't even know how to clean some of them up because they're just.
Yeah, and I'm thinking back. That's when I was in my 30s back then. Mm-hmm. Seems like 100 years ago and yesterday.
Yeah, but it was cold out there. We used to. Now, as we grew older, we worked smarter, not harder. Had better stands, had heaters out there. Hell, that last time we were hunting in Texas, we had that lease, and there was a little camp house, and it was, 17 acres?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was long and narrow, and there was a hill, and at the bottom of the hill was there was an old camp house, and there was a corner of it where you could open those two windows up, and we could just sit right there in folding chairs. And he would watch out of one window and I would watch out of the other window. And we had a propane heater behind us. And with the windows open, it aired out. It kept us warm enough. But that was fun.
It was.
That was a heck of fun. So the Crazy Ann's in the house. Hello. I'm trying to hurry up. Not that this chicken cock's bad. It's great. It's awesome. But I'm ready to get to that Duke. But, this is one that I think they're making it again now. They stopped for a while. They changed the mash on it, changed the way they were doing it, and changed the bottle. And now I think they're starting to get back to it again. You use the gear. Oh no, we had full enclosed stands with heaters.
Sliding glass windows.
Yep, and or lift glass where you could, lift the plexiglass up on a hinge, and the narrow opening big enough for the scope and the barrel. Yeah, we kept ourselves warm. Not too warm. I mean, we didn't want to take our coveralls off or anything. Sometimes I would take the top.
I usually didn't wear any to the stand if I knew my heater was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any insulation in the stands per se. We had pegboard. They were metal stands, 4 foot wide, 6 foot long. You could stand up good and stretch. And then when the deer came out, if you wanted to take a better look at it, slide your window, stick your gun out and scope him. If you wanted him, bang. If you didn't, let him walk.
B lady said that's not hunting.
I know it, but
I know.
The meat tasted just as good.
Sure did. Smarter, not harder.
And I can still skin a buck. Might even run a trot line. I don't know.
Oh yeah, trot line. Oh well, yeah. We used to go out and mosquitoes and buffalo gnats and everything else, I mean, just horribly bad. Grew up in southeast Arkansas, home of the rice fields galore, and that's nothing but a mosquito factory.
Yeah, what's fun, do some crappie fishing at night, go out and hang you a lantern on a limb and back off from it. And when the bugs come in and attract the smaller fish, then the bigger fish come in after the smaller fish, and then you drop a shiner down in there and catch whatever's there.
What's this? Bee lady said, we have a hunting stand here, but none of that plexiglass stuff.
Well, later on, we did all ours out of regular glass. We would have the glass cut, two pieces, and you slide them open and slide them shut in the middle.
Hit 2 deer with her little car, tore it up. Was that 2 deer at the same time or on different occasions? Because you might want to slow down through that spot.
Well, yeah, that's why we hunt the deer, is to keep them thinned out
so they won't hit your car. And deer in Texas are like, man, it's like rats.
In Hill County, where we lived, they were thick. And turkeys, I've never killed a wild turkey except one of those up there. But
I would say, I know you're asking him, but I've done the research on the deer whistles. They do not work. They don't work for one primary reason, is not that you're moving faster than sound, because you're not breaking the sound barrier, but you're moving toward the deer. Those things are whistling, and it's causing a delay, and when they hear it, they've tested them, and they don't do anything. People have used those whistles out, and the deer just stand there. They don't even look.
What they need to do is move those deer crossing signs on down the road so those deer are crossed down there.
Yeah, that was on that radio show. Oh my gosh, that poor girl. She called in and said, why do they put the crossings there? Why don't they move them? It's because that's a busy area. Yeah. Slow it down. You don't slow down the animals.
Nope. They either think they can make it or they don't.
Yeah, we were out there one day and what was that, about 16 deer across the top of that hill?
Oh, man.
Man, they were just thick coming over.
We had probably at least a deer per acre.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's what gets me about Texas. We paid $600 to hunt that 17 and a half acres. And down in southeast Arkansas, where I used to hunt, I was in a club down there. We had 2 80-acre blocks, which was 160 acres. And we divided it up about 4 or 5 different ways, and we paid about $400 a piece to hunt down there. Which $300 wasn't bad in Texas because I was used to paying more than that, but 17 and a half acres.
Well, and we did have a
very
camp
many
house.
acres.
We could use the camp
That's
house.
right. But I was afraid to sleep in there.
NJ Lawn and Hedge, welcome. So she meant food, but they've trapped 4 raccoons in their yards so far, eating the bee food. So, yeah, raccoons killed all our chickens when we lived in Texas.
I had 8 pretty long rows of sweet corn in that garden I had out there in Texas, and I finally had to go pull all that corn early because the raccoons was eating it up. And I said, well, I'm going to get what I can get, and what wasn't good, I fed to the donkeys.
Yeah. Bee lady, that is a lot of land, but not compared to the 137 acres that Brent had next door. And then across over there, I heard they had over 1,000 acres over there.
Oh, yeah.
In those woods and all that. So we were a small speck. I do not, again, have an intro. I've been on vacation. I am destined to make Oji-san
Where's Jimmy?
an intro, but in lieu of that, welcome. Jimmy.
Welcome.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hey, Big Daddy, how you doing, man? Been a while.
Yeah. So what's your deer stories?
My deer story. I'll tell you about the first deer I ever killed. I was hunting with a turkey gun because I didn't have a deer rifle, and I had that thing loaded up with buckshot. And me and this little spike buck come out on each other in the woods, and he took off running, and I took off running next to him. Unloaded everything I had, and I got one pellet right through his lung, and that was how I put him down. But I was just a kid then, so I was sure excited about it. But man, it
That's
was
enough.
not
One
a
of
wasn't a
them.
clean kill, that's for sure. I blew his legs all to pieces.
Yeah, B lady, we tried to trap them. I think there were more raccoons on that property than there were leaves in the trees. So for every one we caught, there were.
Well, I really believe we messed up. We went and bought bagged corn to
Yeah.
put in the feeders out where we were deer hunting. And them rascals came in and got into a bag of that corn. And then they said, well, that's the place to go eat. And then they started and they ate the chickens up, killed all the chickens.
Yeah.
And then when my corn was getting ready, they started in on my corn, and I said, I got to get that corn in and get what I can get out of it. It was some good corn, but
Me
I
and my
don't know
dad
if
used
any of
to
y'all garden or not, but if you
Yeah.
live in Texas, you got to have some kind of water source, or don't even plant it.
Yeah. Yeah, we
My
had a
dad-
well on
Go ahead.
property, and we had a
Yep.
pump, and we could pump that well water up. And we had these big holding tanks. You know those? Oh, Nulu. There you go. We had those. You know those big chem tanks. You know the in the cages, the white
Yeah.
plastic. Yeah. We
Mhm.
we went and got 3 of those, and then we could fill those up from the pump, and then gravity feed. Open
Yeah.
the valve and water the garden.
You
It
know,
was
I
a
don't think
sweet
people
subject.
realize how mean those little varmints like raccoons and beavers and stuff are. We used to hunt those, and they would get a hold of our dogs, and I mean they would just
Oh
about
yeah.
gut a dog if they got a hold of
I'm
them.
gonna
So
tell you what, dog doesn't know what he's doing, or if they get out and need deep water, a coon will drown the dog.
yeah, they will. Yeah, they jump right on the top of their face and pull them under.
Yep. I call them
Uh,
miniature grizzly bears.
well, they don't know how small they are. I've helped my
No.
dad sew many dogs up before after coming home. So
All right, Saucy's in the house.
there he is. Now I did finally send the right link out to the Clouds and Stouts boys. So I think I sent them like 10 links because I was desperately trying to search through all of our messages and stuff. But I found it finally. That last one's the right one.
From candy. Oh, favorite. This is a
Man.
favorite Halloween candy.
This is favorite Halloween candy right here.
Mm.
This is Duke. Man, that is a fruit bomb.
Oh man.
Man, I pick up strawberry, peaches, apple, grape. That is too easy to drink. That's danger
I
zone.
know that would slip up on you and club you in the head, wouldn't it?
At least it's 44. So
I can't wait. Well, I can, but I'm anticipating that Elijah Craig. Is that 18?
that's the 18.
Oh, that must be what that woman slipped me over at that liquor store that time.
Yeah. Where's that one you go?
I went to Ozark. It's M&K or something like that.
Mm.
And the 3 times in a row, which I didn't go about once a month, but I'd pick up a bottle of that Elijah Craig. She
Yeah.
said, I see you like that Elijah Craig. And I said, oh yeah. And she said, I got a bottle back here. Let me pour you. She said, can you drink it and drive home? I said, yeah. Pour just a little old half shot. But that was the mellowest. I said, Lord, where can I get that? She said, you can't get that.
M&K. Which one is that one? Is that over about on across the freeway?
What? Yeah, you go down. You know where the square is in Ozark,
Yeah.
and right off the square, there's 2 little old liquor stores. 2 of them over there, right side by side.
Yeah. With the red
I
roof
don't
and
remember.
something else.
And I may have went to the other one. But I know when I get down there, one of them, about all they got is, Evan Williams and
I think it's called the Red Roof now because I went in there and they know their whiskey there. So.
is that the one between Ozark and the interstate?
No, that's the one that it's
That's the
just down
Razorback, ain't
about a block off the square, like you were saying.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
Hey, Oji-san, you got
Yep.
NJ Lawn and Hedge?
Yeah, that's
info?
Nick Jones. Yep.
Yeah, you got. Can you send him the link?
I think yeah, I can. Yeah, he's on my Facebook. Sure can.
Glenn Feddich. I have had Glenn Feddich before.
Yeah, but
You
he's
better
talking
get
about a 50-year.
50-year-old.
I was gonna ask him how much that cost.
better let Nick Jones know he can only tell PG-13 jokes because he's
well.
got a lot of dirty ones.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well, I mean, we're not trying to keep it clean, but
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't have the mature audience logo.
Oh well,
And the only other jokes I know that are really clean enough to tell, they would be unpolitical,
Oh, offensive.
Yeah, offensive some way or another to somebody.
Well, we're all on different sides of the political spectrum here, but we still tend to offend everybody, so we don't even care anymore.
Well, I didn't know how rough Jody had it doing this. It gets hot in this corner.
It's a
It
little
may be
warm.
that bourbon, I don't know.
Oh, that helps. That does help. You'll see me every once in a while doing this because these lights are
I'm going to have to do that too. I
these lights are warm.
kind of broke a sweat
That's
here.
why I sit in this old dark room.
Look how bright and nice it looks. You know.
Oh, that is so smooth.
Yeah, anything 50 years old would probably also be expensive and delicious. Another adjective.
I can imagine a 50-year-old bourbon, man. I ain't never tried one, but I can imagine how good that would be.
Now we do have Mutt and Jeff jokes. The only people we're gonna offend there is rednecks, and we are rednecks. So here's one. I'll start it off. So Mutt and Jeff go to get a truck driving gig, and they said no, we work together. We work in tandem. But when one's sleeping, the other one could be driving and all that. And they're like, yeah, Mom said I could turn the air up. Well, that's all right. We'll have it. But so they went and they said, no, we work in tandem, but, one sleep, one drive. So they were giving them questions. And they said, what would you do if? And they gave them all these scenarios. And finally they said, you're going down this 40-something degree grade. There is a sheer rock wall on this side, a sheer cliff on the other side, and you're coming up on a T-section down there, and your brakes go out, you're out of control, and there's a school bus full of kids coming, and you're going to T-bone them. What would you do? And he said, well, I'm going to wake up Jeff. And she said, why would you wake up Jeff? He said, because he ain't never seen the kind of wreck we about to have. All right, Todd's in the house. And we have Nick Jones also in the house.
What's up,
with the
Nick?
angry lawnmower.
You all right?
There he is.
How is it going?
I'm all right.
All right, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's about midnight over there, right?
Well, you can't tell the bloody time, can you?
I don't know. 12:30? What is it? Isn't it 5 hours
Yeah,
difference?
12:30.
All right, midnight plus 30.
Just
We
getting
had a
going.
good scotch last night. What was that?
Oh,
The
yeah.
scotch we had?
Oh, I just bought a Glen. What the hell was it?
Glenn, what the hell was it?
Was it a Glen Morangi?
Yeah, I think so.
That's good stuff.
Oh, no.
Nick's the one that got me on that one.
Yeah, I just bought the 10-year. Because the other two were finished, you know, in other barrels, and I wanted to see what the base was before I got the other one.
They've got that
You want
nice
to
little box set.
Sorry, OG.
No, you're good. Go for it, man.
No, you want to try the Pengeryn whiskey?
Pengeryn.
Get what?
Yes, the Welsh whiskey.
Oh, Welsh whiskey.
Hmm.
Is it supposed to be better than the renowned Highland Scotches?
I like it.
I'll have to look for that next time I go. It'd probably be over in the Scotch section, knowing our liquor stores. But
Or that other?
be over there with the tequila and stuff, knowing our stores.
Yeah. Now there's in these ABC stores here, they'll put they'll have Irish whiskeys, they'll have Scotch, bourbons are marked, vodkas, you know, all that, and then they'll have other, and that's where you find stuff like Southern Comfort.
Somebody won't know if they missed the time on the
What's that?
about the third one down there, fourth one down.
Oh no.
Oh no, you have not missed the entry. The entry for the wheel is between 8 and 8:15. So at 8 o'clock, I will type "put me in." Then you type "put me in." If you're on panel, I'll just put you in. And then at 8:15, I will say "stop, put me in," and I can go back. We have 26 entries on the wheel so far for the quarterly drawing. Some of those are dupe. Like people joining every week and they have multiple entries, but right now you have a 1 in 26 chance of winning. Unless you have multiple entries, then you have 3 in 26 and all that. All right, so
No, that whiskey.
Okay, go ahead.
No, that whiskey I had the other night, bloody hell, it was nice. Really nice.
Yeah, and I've been hanging out with a bunch of Scotch drinkers, and I try to. Usually I'm over there at my other desk, and I'm not in the studio, and I have a pad and paper, and I write all this stuff down. And then when I go look it up, I'm like, well, I don't want to spend $1,000 right now, so I need to keep this list. So buy them a little at a time. Crazy Ann told you to smile, Jimmy.
Oh, I'm always smiling.
I know it.
I'm just trying to wake up. Took a big nap getting ready for tonight.
Well, Todd's in the house now.
Yeah, but OG, once you get up to your age, you do need your afternoon naps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the only reason he has to take an afternoon nap is because he has that 10 o'clock cocktail.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been running some pretty long hours lately, so.
Yeah. Yeah, what's your days off, Jimmy? It's like
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is what I have off, but I make up
this
for
week.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's go ahead.
No, B lady, that whiskey was found in my mate's granddad's house.
Ooh.
And I've got no idea where he got it from and how long he had it.
50 years old, man. That would be so good.
Yeah, I only had a little bit.
Yeah, boy. I bet that was good though. Was it good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've had a 30 before. Went to a little event and they had a 30-year, and I don't even remember which Scotch it was. It was a long time ago. And I remember thinking, man, I really like Scotch. And then I went and bought some crap thinking I liked Scotch and got it home and I didn't like it. Because I didn't know what I was looking for. I didn't know anything about Scotch. And you don't just go to the liquor store. I mean, I was doing that. Hey, there's a pretty bottle. And it wasn't a Highland. It was probably an Isla. Smoky. Tasted like I poured an ashtray in my mouth. And that's when I was like, I'm going to stick to bourbon.
I'm trying to figure out what Nick's doing there.
Nick's drinking. He's putting the top back on something.
Okay.
Yeah.
right. Well, Todd's doing better than he was on Monday. Yeah, we missed. We've been playing cards, sitting around in live and in person. We normally get together, the family, every Friday night, and we get online and we get on Cards Mania. And my son's in Kansas City, they're in Arkansas, I'm here, and we can play cards every Friday night. We usually start about 6:30 in the evening Eastern time, and play till we're done, until one of us cries uncle. But since they were all here, we decided to put the pub table, take the leaf out, make a smaller card table out of it, and that's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, we practiced actually shuffling
Shuffling
the deck.
cards. Yeah. You can get a lot more games in online because it does everything for you, keeps the score, all of that. And it grays out your cards you can't play. It won't let you play them.
and we thought the computer was messing with us, not letting us play, and come to find out it's not the computer, it's that, what is it, 52 card
52
deck.
cards
Yeah.
in a deck. Well, what it was is we'd be on the computer and we'd be like, man, everybody had diamonds and nobody had hearts.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
doesn't happen in real life. Bull crap.
It does.
It happened a lot. And we shuffled the crap out of them things. I think I heard something one time from a MIT professor. He said, you can over shuffle cards. You know, there is no perfect shuffle, because if you keep shuffling, eventually, in infinity, you know, they're going to line back up in the deck. You know,
Makes sense.
let's see, what was it? What is this one? Long distance cards. Yep. It is fun too. Now, every once in a while, Cards Mania will hose out and freeze up, and we can't, you know, but it doesn't happen very often. I mean, normally it's smooth and it runs really, really well.
And we don't have the best of internet at our house.
No.
They're on that Super 10.
Fixing to get mine Tuesday, Jody. That's when they're hooking it up.
I'm getting 450. What are you going to be getting?
1 gig up, 1 gig down.
Oh, damn it. All right. Jimmy's going to be shining.
I won't know what to do. I really am not going to know what to do with it.
You're going to be able to do whatever you want.
Well, Tuesday, it's getting installed, and Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be up in Branson for Marcell's birthday. So I'll just be up there itching to get home so I can play with that internet.
Well, I guarantee you right now, one of my kids is upstairs on an Alienware gaming computer, streaming and talking and yelling and playing some Call of Duty, whatever, right? And it's probably been doing it. The other one's on some other, using up internet, either YouTube or watching. And I'll tell you what, my youngest one in the house incessantly watches videos about, with these scientists talking about, like astrophysicists, you know, talking about black holes and warp space time and all this crap. And he's super interested in that type of stuff. So, I mean, I'm
That's cool.
happy about
That's
it.
what I was always interested in when I was a kid. I still am. I still watch that stuff too. So.
Call of Duty pandas. Yeah.
Yeah, Cindy. You got to see Cindy's panda costume on Call of Duty.
Yeah. And I don't know what he's playing. I just threw out Call of Duty because y'all talk about it. I don't game, so I'm not a gamer. The only gaming I do is these little stupid games on the phone that I can just stop at any moment, and a little time killer game. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, okay, take care.
Yeah.
Oh, Chattio's in the house. Now, Chattio's name's on this board back here, too. He's got one tick mark. If he sticks around, we got 20 minutes to start putting me in, and he'll have 2 tick marks, 3 entries on the wheel. So,
Now, Big Daddy H, do y'all live in Paris? Is that where you live?
yeah, Paris.
Yeah, we live right over on Chisholm Street.
Let me see if I can tell you when you're going to get this 1 gig fiber internet.
That'd be nice. Not yet, not yet. Between 8 and 8.15.
How much do you pay for your internet in America?
It's the internet by itself is going to cost me $89 a month.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
paying about that, about 80, I think, somewhere along in there.
Ours is in the 50s, but it's a lifetime, supposed to be a lifetime deal, which I guess they're betting we're not going to live that much longer. But
Well, they're getting a steal from y'all. That's that captive audience. I mean, you have to
I
pay
know
it, or
there's
you don't
no
have
other
internet.
way to get it there. We
Yeah.
had to get it through the telephone wire and this one company, and I don't guess we mentioned names on here.
No, I don't care.
We'll
You
just
can
call
talk about them,
we'll
but they
just call
suck.
them- We'll just call them sons of bitches.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, CenturyLink's who you talk about, and they suck. And everybody
Yep.
back here can't wait to dump them.
Yep, Micah's in the house. Lone Star's in the house. All right.
I find where Paris is on this map here.
It is directly, well, it's at the base of Mount Magazine on the north side.
I'm hitting all over. I'm at Blue Mountain.
Look about halfway between Russellville
And
and
Fort Smith.
Fort Smith
On
on Highway
22.
22.
Yep.
Yeah, but don't forget, OG San, you Brill Cream boys can't read the bloody map anyway.
Well, but
Man.
he's a quick learner.
It looks like they are skipping all around Paris. Dadgum, man, that's bad.
Yep.
It right there at Subiaco is the last phase going west on
Yeah, it's
22
about
at
2
all.
miles from us.
2 miles.
Two and a half.
They've started on Subiaco, but if you get part of that Subiaco stuff, it'll be 2023. It looks like.
Yep. They live in Arkansas. That's where I was born. Not in Paris, but in Arkansas. But we
That's
visited.
what me and Jody were just talking one night, and he said he was coming to visit his parents, and come to find out they're about 20 miles from where I live. So that's how we met
But you
up.
got to go around that dang river.
Yeah,
Go to a
that damn
bridge.
river. I was born right there on that river, right in Ozark, in that old hospital.
That's what I was going to say a while ago. There's plenty of places for me to catch crappie right around. Within 2 to 5 miles of my house. And the first year I was there, I just laced them up out of Paris Lake, City Lake,
Yep.
and people found out I was catching them, and here they went. And then when you remember when the flood came a couple of years
Yep.
ago, well,
Yep.
people couldn't fish the river, and so they all fished the lakes out. And the last few times I've been in the City Lake, I couldn't even get a bite.
Well, B-Lady, when I was growing up, we didn't have YouTube, of course. I was born way back there. And we used to say there's only 3 things to do in Arkansas, and they all start with F. And one of them's fish, and the other one's fart, and then there was one more. So
I thought it was
but-
fighting. Fishing and fighting.
did a
and
lot of
something.
that third one. But we they you won't see them YouTubing. They're not going to have a channel. But yeah, but now with internet, there's a third thing to do,
What was it?
or a fourth thing. I mean,
We used to do a little old program, but it was just radio.
oh, that
play.
was but we were in Texas then. That was redneckologist.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we had that farmstead, the 10 acres, and we would do like DIY videos. We would do how to garden, and we would talk about country music and, like the history of, and work our way up. But we weren't on camera. I had sucky internet. It was just the satellite HughesNet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so-
that is wonderful.
Yeah, we just did, we recorded everything, and then I would do the pictures, and we would have, I would just show transition
Right.
between
If
photos.
you can scrape up the $500 for the equipment, they do have Starlink available here now, and it's supposed to be pretty good. It's like 180 megs or something.
Yeah, but you pay for it, and those things charge overage. When I had my appendix taken out, I had to stay home for a week, but I felt fine, but I couldn't drive because the doctor said don't drive, and I said, well, I'm going to anyway, and she said, well, what if something happens? What if you're not supposed to lift anything over a certain pound? You know, what if you have a flat tire? Are you going to be able to break the lug nuts loose? What if you get in a wreck and you're unconscious and they don't know you just had surgery, you know, and you may be bleeding internal? I said, all right, you got me, you got me. So I stayed home, and for every so many gig or whatever I went over, it charged me $20. That week at home cost me $680
Wow,
in extra internet.
man. Well, yeah, the Starlink is different than the HughesNet. I had HughesNet a long time ago when I was desperate, but you watch one movie on HughesNet and you're out of gigs already.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
you're done.
yeah.
Now they did have a thing with HughesNet at night, like between 1 a.m. and like 5:30 in the morning. It was unlimited because
Yeah.
everyone's asleep, and we could set our devices to work like download during a time. You know, you
Well,
could set. You
The
know,
Starlink
download it
one's
to
the
a-
one that SpaceX put up. It's the Elon Musk internet thing where they had just rings of satellites going around the Earth all the time. So
Well, yeah,
it's
but are the door
it's
handles
not
going to
quite
fall
like
off of it?
it's not quite like HughesNet. It doesn't have any latency, almost
Yeah.
no latency at all, and I don't think that there's overages on it, but that's what the Steinor uses, I believe.
Yeah.
Out in his
We,
campsite.
I am going to step away for 1 second. I need to grab something because we are about to pour Elijah Craig 18, and we are not going to pour it over this other bourbon.
Oh, you're gonna get some water.
Yeah, I'm going to get a little water. Hang on.
Cleanse the palate.
I've seen that trick pulled before, Big Daddy. He's just going to leave you there.
What's that, Jimmy?
I said, I've seen him pull this trick before. He's just going to leave you sitting there for the rest of the
Oh,
stream.
yeah.
He's going to go watch
Probably
TV.
gonna come back and pour me about a half glass of water. I
Lordy.
was gonna tell everybody this is the first time I've been allowed to get in this corner over here.
Oh, man. Is he trying to keep you out of it? That ain't right.
Yeah, I kind of stay out of it.
Well, what happens is I pack all the junk in the corner and you can't get to it.
Nah. I think you're just blocking it off.
Well,
I
there's
would if
one
I had a
over here
shelf like
called
that.
larceny, and that's some of this stuff's so good it brings out the larceny in one.
I'd be taking it home in my belly, probably.
Here's yours.
All right.
Hey, Big Daddy. Why don't you just say a bourbon bounty's a tight ass?
Well, what's that about?
We're making fun of you.
I
We're
don't
making fun of you.
sell water. Okay, I don't review water, so I'm not
I know.
giving anyone free advertisement.
I was making fun of you for keeping your dad out of your liquor corner.
Yeah, I was just joking about that. I'm
No,
allowed
I
almost
know.
anywhere in this house.
Now this is Elijah Craig 18. It's really, really smooth. Let me pour you some. No.
What I tell you, I'm gonna wind up with a half glass of water.
Now, fresh
Ooh, that
snifter.
is smooth.
Uh-oh.
All right.
There's probably been a few nights I would have fell for that.
Now look, that's not a weak pour
Well, he
either.
wasn't stingy either, was he?
That's a $50 pour at a whiskey bar.
That's
Yeah.
it right there. Still plenty in there for Christmas time.
No, it's
Yeah, I
killing me.
need
I'm trying to think of new jokes. I haven't got any. I have, but they're not clean.
Yeah, I was trying to think of some earlier, and they all have to do with like bodily fluids and opposite sex and everything.
Yeah, I'm afraid to tell anything. It's either
Yeah, because
too nasty or unpolitical.
you start getting right up to the punchline and you realize I can't
Whoop,
finish
wait a
this.
minute, I can't tell that.
Well, I think mine go a bit crude.
Man,
Oh, golly.
that's good stuff. Thank you, Jimmy.
I brought a dream about this tonight.
Now, Jimmy got me hooked up with this Elijah Craig 18. I paid for it, but
Yeah.
he got the guy. He knew the guy, and he brought it from the back.
The guy that had it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
half
yeah.
of the journey.
When he sees me coming in with a shopping cart, he's usually pretty generous. Hooked us up with those Elijah Craigs. That's where I got my A121. Jody picked up that one. He even handed me a free little 2020 BDCS I gave that to Jody.
Yeah,
That was a good little
that
trip.
was good too. Man, and he came out of that back with his hands behind his back, grinning like a Cheshire cat.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. I like. That's why I pay a little bit more going to that liquor store, but that's why I go there, just because he hooks me up.
What was that? River Point.
River Point. Yeah.
Yeah. Give them a shout if you're ever in Fort Smith. Go to River Point.
Yeah. If you see the guy that runs the place named Chase, you just tell him Ogie-san sent you. He'll know what you're talking about.
That's right.
Well,
I'm gonna have
we
to stop
both spent
sipping
too
that
much.
so
that
fast.
I know that goes. That.
Man.
How's the finish on those 18s?
The finish is not the best in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
it's there and it's still there, but it's not like really pronounced. But it's the mouthfeel on these things that when you get a well-aged, well-balanced aged bourbon, it is just silky.
Well, I tell you, for the money, the one that you put me on that I actually have enjoyed the taste and the mouthfeel the most is that TX. Now, I didn't even really think much about that one. Didn't even open it till I got on there with you last week. So.
You see that? She tried to get you accused of theft.
Trying to get my arm ripped off.
Now, you see these two bottles here? I said before, if you win the nosing kit, you get 3 1-ounce pours, ABC. If you've already won the nosing kit, you can choose to get 3 2-ounce pours, or a hat, or a snifter, Bourbon Bounty logo snifter.
I used to see that clock, 7:53, 7 minutes.
7:53, yep. And but for him and for others who want to trade, I also have 4-ounce bottles over there. So.
Oh, and he brought me 8 pours in those things when they came to our house. So I don't need to be snitching nothing. Of course, those 8 pours are gone, but
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the best
All right,
thing.
so let me remind everybody right quick. In 7 minutes, under 7 minutes, it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern. Between 8 and 8:15, I'm gonna type at 8 o'clock in the chat, start put me in, and all you have to do is type put me in. You get your name on the board back here, which this is just for show. I have a file, and if you get your name on here, if you join me every week and you're in during that time and you say put me in, you get another entry on the wheel for the quarterly drawing. The quarterly drawing is going to be a 24-note nosing kit. Oji-san did a video on one, so he won the first one that I gave away, so you can watch that video. He did a really good job on it. I thought, he really got into it and picked those notes out.
It's a lot of fun. It's eye-opening. Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't cost a thing. You just have to be here, get your name on the wheel, and then the more weeks you enter, the more chances you'll have to win.
Hey, Jimmy, can you pass that link? Can you pass that link to Bourbon Bounty?
Yeah, I sure will. Hold on just a second. And sorry, folks in the chat, I had my chat popped out and it was on the window behind everything, so I wasn't seeing the chat there for a second. But hello, everybody.
Last of the big traders. Now, if you get something from me, it may be marked essential oils and aromatics, but
Hand
you know,
sanitizer.
hand sanitizer, something like that.
Olive oil.
Yep.
Can you
EVOO.
send
Gotta
olive
be
oil?
extra
I think
virgin anyway.
yeah.
How can anything be extra virgin?
It's either virgin or not virgin, is it?
I've been pondering that one for years.
Oh,
No,
Bart,
Crazy Ann,
sorry.
it's. Sorry, baby.
What's that?
No, Crazy Ann was asking the link what I sent to Jimmy. It's where you can get that Pengerry whiskey from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't order anything here. It's illegal to ship alcohol into a state-ran liquor store state.
I'm not
No,
supposed
but
to be able
Jimmy
to
can
get
order
any.
it for you.
Oh, I
That's
can't.
the
Not in
way
Arkansas.
to get around it. Yeah.
Todd could. I think the Texas boys and the Maryland boys can, but I can't do none of that here either. We're too morally rich here for me to order liquor online.
I'm just going to pop up my reaction to that. Yeah, we are North Carolina. It's North Carolina, and also the state right above me, Virginia. Same thing. Yeah, in Colorado, y'all aren't state ran anything. Hell, y'all got hemp farms in your backyard up there. It's like-
Oh, they're not making rope out of it. I can tell you that.
We went over to the liquor store yesterday, and I said, if you didn't know it was a liquor store, you wouldn't know.
Yep, they can't. All they can put is ABC outside. That's it. Oh, and filming, you can't even film in the parking lot of an ABC store.
God.
Why would you want to?
Well, if I shoot a video, because I was talking to them, I was like, "Hey, can I shoot a video in here?" They're like, "Man, I would let you." That was the other lady, my honey hole spot, and we're going there tomorrow to hunt for a few more bourbons. But ABC, all my bourbon is canceled. I don't know. I don't know what ABC stands for.
A bad choice.
Already been chewed. That's what the gum stands for.
Already been chewed.
That's what we used to tell the kids at school. They'd say, "You got any gum?" And I said, "Yeah, the only gum I got's ABC gum."
Well, and they were saying that, but we used to get PC duty, and PC duty was taking a scraper under the bleachers. If you got detention, I don't know anything about that because I was,
I never was.
I was a great kid, man. I never got in any trouble, but they gave you this little metal spatula, and usually the handle was a little loose on it. Not that I would know. And you had to scrape underneath the basketball bleachers where people stuck their gum because they called it previously chewed duty.
Oh,
So they called it PC duty.
I never was in on that either, but I would take my scraper out to the shop and use the grinder and sharpen it a little bit.
Take a little wood off with it. Leave some splinters down
I'll
there.
teach them to send me under here.
Oh, that is so good. That is so good.
There is a line of books, though, we might could talk about.
line of books.
Yeah, Under the Bleachers by Seymour Bud.
Oh yeah, those line of books. Now we don't want to keep going because I remember the names of some of those books.
Yeah, but it's all irrelevant.
I don't know. Some of them got bad.
Kids
Like
would
the
not be.
50-yard
Kids wouldn't
dash
even
to
be
the
impressed
outhouse.
with those
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah, who wrote the 50-yard dash?
50-yard dash to the outhouse, written by Willie Make It and illustrated by Betty Don't. Nick left. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's still around. Oh, alcohol beverage control. See?
Oh, okay.
Is it time
Somebody
for everybody to
knows.
say they're
All you
in,
gotta do is
Jody?
ask.
I really thought it meant asshole bourbon council.
Hey, Jimmy, I actually got kicked off his stream and I didn't swear once.
Oh yeah, I
Can you
kicked you
sell
off.
beer in there?
No, they can't. It's higher proof.
Oh.
So, but
Oh.
beer and wine, I can go 7 o'clock on Sunday morning and buy a beer here. Can't do that in Arkansas.
Is it
No,
is
but
it
you
time
don't
for everybody to
right
start
after noon.
saying
Oh, it's
I'm
time
in?
to say up. Thank you, Saucy. Start. Put me in. There it is in all caps. Start. Put me in. Now everybody start doing the put me in. Let's get you in the drawing for the nosing kits. OG Son. Another tick mark.
I'm getting that baseball cap. I win.
Aussie Shane.
Yeah,
Another
go on, I'm
tick
in.
mark.
I'm here.
Neighborhood girl. Are you on here?
Yeah, right there.
Where?
About 5, 6 down.
Telling you right, you guys all that nosing kit super fun, man. It's a fun
No.
time.
Oh, that's you. All right, I'm gonna put neighborhood girl.
Put N-E-I-G-H, nay girl.
No, I have to remember this. now.
Okay.
I have to be able to know what it is. All right, so we got Crazy Ann. I don't think.
Yeah,
Crazy.
she's on there somewhere. Let me find her.
Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic still playing with that Steve
No,
O's
he's
hot
not.
sauce. Looks like he got himself a little bit burnt.
Crazy Ann. Crazy Ann been neglecting me. Chatty-O. I know Chatty-O's on here. He gets a tick mark.
There's Big Lady, eh?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, B Lady. She gonna be on here now. Heartside. That's Eileen. Drink. Steam, Fire, and Ice. I don't remember that one either.
That is Cindy.
Oh, yeah. But I have to put, because I won't remember.
I used to catch bass on a worm called Fire and Ice.
Heart Sight's in, you can't get in twice now. Mayberry, tick mark, bang. All right,
You
I already
didn't
got
twice.
Chatty-O,
That's
I got Neighborhood
impressive.
Girl. Oh, I didn't get Groovy.
Ooh, we might have to pull out another white book.
Oh yeah, nah, I'll wipe it off. I know Groovy's on here somewhere now. Is he not?
That's all it is, just groovy.
Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic, but I know who that is. If he's already on there, I'll find it. All right, that's the start of it. Let's get down. All right. I want to have a drink with Big Daddy H. Well, here he is. Jump on up here and have a drink.
Yeah, come on up, Shane. You got the link. I put it in Clouds and Stouts.
Now, if we do an after party or something,
Is
then
that all?
but he won't be awake.
What?
You won't be
I
awake.
stayed up till 10:30 last night. No, we stayed up a little later than that, didn't we? Playing cards.
About midnight. But they start their show at 9.
Well, that's just here in another hour.
Right, but that's the show. Then the after party is after the show.
Never mind. Never mind, I didn't say anything.
And them after parties get pretty wild sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't do without sleep like Nick there.
No, Saucy not home yet. He
Hold
better
on.
hurry.
I'm just waking up.
Heartsight, I did get you on the board there. And yeah, I made a tick mark. You are in again.
Of course, I got 3 ticks.
That's right. Well, you can
Dang.
see B Lady and Heartsight. Those are the ones with they have 4 entries right now on the wheel.
I've got 3. Big Daddy H.
I'll put you down. I'll
Oh,
mark
yeah.
you.
Oh, I'm in there.
And I got Nick.
He made
I
this
got
mark.
Otis, huh?
This mark this time. See, I'm sitting right here beside him, and he made it twice as long as the
I
other.
did. I made a big long tick mark because he's here. And just for appearing on the show, he got a hat.
Oh man, look at that.
But it has to be live and in
Well, I'm
person.
gonna tell you what. You gonna get them all from the same place.
Yep, they're all going to be the same quality.
It's a little stretchy, but it fits good. Of course, I got a big head. My mama cursed me till the day she died. But anyway,
Yeah, if you win the hat, I do need to know a size because they are
yeah, these are mine is large, extra large.
no
Large,
cookie.
extra large.
Yep.
But I guarantee you, if you're like a small medium, that's if you got a normal size head, something not nothing like my pumpkin, but they'll
Well,
fit
I
you.
say,
They'll
Jack,
fit
you then,
good.
Big Daddy.
No, they have to be here in the studio live, not on the panel. I tell you what, if I travel somewhere and we meet up and we do a video together, I'll give you a hat. How about that?
That should
You
work.
don't always have to come to me. I may come to you. I'll bring a hat.
Good, if you come over here, we'll go on a pub crawl.
Oh yeah. I'd
Oh
love
yeah,
to go
I'm
over there.
ready. I've been over there before, Nick.
Going where?
He's over in Europe over there. I've been all over the place over
Not
there.
in Europe, so get stuff.
He's in
What's
the UK. They don't.
Oh bullshit! It's a continent, Nick. It's a continent.
Is it shit?
A
I'm
little
not
one, but it's
European, so
that's like
It's a
saying I'm from
geographical area.
no. The only army in Europe
Texas.
that you can buy the rifles. They've only been used. They've never been used and only dropped once, and that's the French army.
Oh yeah, there you go. Only never been used and only dropped once.
What's that?
He said you can buy rifles on there.
You go to Afghanistan and pick them up for free.
If you can get out alive, you can.
No thanks.
No, he's in the
Oh.
UK.
Yeah.
And he does lawn service, huh? Or works on lawn. You do lawn service?
I do a bit of everything.
He's a hustler.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't loan money and then bust kneecaps, do you?
Oh shit! I don't.
Well, it all depends on the direction.
There's a lady that lives in Subiaco. Her name is, we
Well,
call her
hello
Nutty. Her
there.
name is Brenda Huber.
Oh,
And her
Marcel.
husband died just here a while back, and I guarantee you that woman would love you. She's got that English accent, not quite as deep as yours, but she would love you to death. She loves everybody, but
Marcedale's on the panel.
Marcedale.
Everybody say
okay.
hello to Marcedale.
I was wondering when the better half was coming on.
You know what? I'll send her a hat. She's a small.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah. Send her a hat and write a note in there. Eat your heart out, Jimmy.
You get off my panel right now. All right.
Well, see, I was negotiating sending her a hat.
Oh, well.
We rather look at Marcel and seeing
Oh,
Jimmy's
I'm
ugly face.
sure you would.
I've had a hard week.
she's gonna go lay down. She's had a hard week. She's a
forgot
school
that.
I
lunch
have
lady.
too. Well, I'm telling you, they about wore me out around here. All we've done is run and get something to eat, and then run back and get something else to eat.
Yeah.
I like to
They
stay at the
killing me
house.
here.
Yeah, this a flex fit is what this hat's called.
Oh, it's wonderful too. I like it.
Oh, it's soft. It's like it fits well.
No adjusting. You just hope if it's a little bit tight, don't worry about it. It'll stretch down on there. It feels real good sitting on your noggin.
Oh, Van Life Voyages. Say put me in. Type put me in the chat. Hurry.
Still got what, about 4 minutes left?
5 minutes.
Got four minutes left.
4 minutes. Type put me in.
Yeah, it's where you get a free nosing kit and free whiskey, but you have to type put me in right now. You're here at the right time. Put it in the chat. Put me in. There it is. We got it. And I don't think they're up here already.
No, I don't think so.
Van Life. Now, this one I'm just going to put Van Life because I know who this is. So I don't have to put Voyages. I can abbreviate just a little bit. And that made it official. Lone Star's Lounge. Tick mark. Bang.
Okay, Lone Star.
There we go. Is in on put me in. If you're just now joining, I don't know. I'm not watching the little eyeball up there to see who's on and who's not on. But right now you have 3 minutes to type put me in. And I will put you in for the quarterly drawing. If you've already typed it, I will remember. I have a pretty good memory, and I will not give you another tick mark because it's only one per week. Put it to you this way. I'm not big enough to have that kind of worry.
No.
No. If there were 1,600 people in here instead of 16,
Oh, you'd have
Yeah.
to have a board big as that wall over there. Somebody calling off names, and you'd have to be ticking or writing.
now, if I had 1,600 people on my live stream, I would probably have a staff and an editing department and all of that. So,
This is all you would do, probably.
yeah, probably. That and travel around and get free bourbon from places
Ain't that the truth?
throwing it at me. I have gotten free whiskey just sent to me,
yeah.
just out of the blue.
Did that TX, they send that to you, or did they send
No,
it
I
to
bought the TX, but they sent me a bunch of swag.
Oh, okay.
Now, let me ask you this. We call it swag when we get free stuff at conferences.
Mm-hmm.
But we also call it taking a swag when we estimate something. You know, like, hey, how much is that going to cost? Well, let me take a swag at it. It's going to be about $5,000, right? And swag, when you're guessing something is scientific wild ass guess. That's the acronym, right?
Oh, okay.
So it's like an educated wild ass guess, you know, and they call it scientific wild ass guess. And so I have just enough knowledge to be dangerous, but I haven't thought about it enough to give you an accurate number, right? You know, I don't have all the details in front of me, but I'm educated enough about the subject or the thing to get close in the ballpark. But what the hell is swag when it's free shit from vendors? What is that an acronym?
I think it's short for swagger. Like
swagger,
if
yeah.
you walk around with the
I thought it
swagger.
was that old carpet with that long. No, that's shag, ain't it?
That's
Never
that,
mind.
yeah.
Well, no, I took a swag the other day at something at $250,000 because they asked me how much was it going to cost to up the licenses for a multi-billion-dollar company, and I said, oh, it'll probably be about $250,000.
Oh,
But
it'd be
you
nice
ain't
to be able to
about
write.
that ain't but 250,000.
Oh, stuff we all get. Thank you, Saucy Shane is our intellectual of the group.
He is.
Stuff
I don't
we
know.
all
I don't
get.
know if stuff is the right word, but that works.
Yeah,
Okay.
shit we all get. That's pretty
Okay,
much
that works. Either way. And if you just a little piece of it.
yeah. Well, Merc's something you sell. Specialties. Yeah.
Speaking of merch, I gotta get
See,
Jody one of these.
that's right. I need one of those. I cycle through that now. If y'all see me wearing the same shirts every week, I only wear them while I'm filming on these shows, and I do wash them every once in a while. But I change in front of the camera while it's not live every week. So, ladies, just imagine how pudgy that is.
Be starting your
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
All this looks kind of strange to me because this is my left. And when I walk in, I think I should be on the other side, but Jody's there, so, and I sit down and I every once in a while I look up and I say, hell, look at there, he got me a shirt too.
Well, I have to do it this way so people can read the stuff, you know. So, but this is
Right,
correct.
I'll catch you on the next one.
All right, Nick.
All right,
Take care,
guys.
buddy.
Hey, Nick, take it easy.
See you again, Big
See you,
Daddy.
Nick. We'll see who that is over there.
All right.
Maybe Randy.
And specialties, if you hand it out at trade shows, etc. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, and I said, and here, look, Jimmy Saucy is laughing his ass off. He is intellectually able to Google fast.
It's like he's almost as good as Micah. Micah can Google stuff up before we even have a chance to think about it.
You don't even see him moving. He never takes his eyes off the camera.
He's got that little keyboard right there. He's like, wow.
Yeah. Now it looks funny because Big Daddy H had to walk over there for a second to check his phone because it whistled, and now I'm way over here on the side, but I'm not moving.
If you see Big Daddy H pop up in his chair, that'd be weird, though.
That would be weird. Hey, if we can do that, I'm gonna sell that technology because that's a portal.
That would be awesome.
No, what would be really, really cool though, is to like recreate that background in this room, and you're sitting over there, and then have like where you reach through, and it's like,
We'd be freaking people out.
oh man, they'd be like, what's
How
in
you
this?
doing that?
Yeah. Yeah, we could convince people, yeah, we created this portal. We're going to sell it to Disney so people can hop from park to park instantly.
I figure one of these days they'll have something like a microwave, and if it's small enough, you can put something in it and punch a button, and I can send it to like Jimmy or whoever if they've got a
that'd be
microwave.
Well, and there's been people looking at things like what they call teleporting, but really what it is more like 3D printing, right? But it can create molecular structure, right? Instead of printing like PLA filament or whatever. But what it does is it analyzes this thing and creates a duplicate copy, you know, over there, but destroys the original as it's creating the duplicate. Otherwise, you could just buy two of those and never buy a hamburger again because you could just keep.
I always wondered in Star Trek, did they just die over and over and get, every time they teleport? It's really ripped them to pieces. So, are they dying every time they teleport?
That would be a theory. But if all your molecules are separated, at some point, you're not there anymore, you know?
Yeah.
But that's science fiction. We'll wait on that to happen.
I'll just take the shuttle.
All right, if you're just joining, wait, did I put me in up there?
Uh-uh.
I didn't. Well, okay, well, we had extra time, but nobody put it in anyway. So,
Wasn't but 5 minutes extra.
stop, put me in. And this is just for me, so I can go back to the video. I don't like to go too far past because then I have to scroll down till I find the stop, put me in. But I recheck everything. This is all just props and for show. But I like to go back through and make sure I got everyone that type put me in. And I keep a file on the computer. And Oji-san called me the file guy one day because, yeah.
I think I know
sort
dang
everything.
well you got a spreadsheet right there somewhere with all
That's
that on
right.
it.
And, I'm using a Mac computer, so it's, numbers and pages and that type of stuff.
Old Max.
Yeah, I mean, but the Macs work good for this type of stuff.
That I will say the big advantage Mac has over PC is just how good everything does connect with each other. Your iPhone, your Mac, every Apple product really is seamless as far as connecting each other. As where PC, it's a struggle to get stuff from my phone to the PC.
Well, and I have an Android phone, but I use USB-C to my USB-C to USB-C to my phone, and I have Android file share or something on my Mac,
Yeah.
so I can record videos on my phone, and I can actually connect it to my Mac and take the file and drop it. It's pretty easy, but I do have to plug the cable in. It's those icky little cables you have to mess with.
Yeah. That gum cables. Won't be long
Yeah, and
cable
I'm
for
getting a
anything in the past.
MacBook Pro this year. My other Mac, I have two Macs. One I use only for creating thumbnails and rendering the audio. And then this one I'm on now is my heavy Mac. And that's the one I use for the VR 180, doing the encoding and all of that because it takes hours. It would take more hours. It takes 3 times as long on the other computer. I can do it on this one in about 3 to 4 hours. The other one took me about 12. 10 to 12. So it was worth the money for me to get the upgrade and get the better Mac. But in the fall this year, I'm going to get a MacBook Pro, maybe right after the first of the year or something. And then it's actually going to be a little better than this, but it's going to be a MacBook. Because when I went to Louisville, I could record in VR 180, but I couldn't do crap with it till I got home. And let's see what she said here. Sound like Johnny Cash. You know what? My dad, this guy right here, can play the guitar and sing to you.
I kind of chord one. Play.
Well, it doesn't matter. You playing the music and you hitting the tunes. And
Yeah, I used to think Johnny Cash was an E chord man, but he does a lot of stuff in different chords.
Johnny Cash.
Who you chatting with?
That's Mike Moore.
Mike Moore. Mike Moore is the typical. If he's watching, right? Well, he ain't watching because he doesn't know how to get on YouTube. He is the typical farmer guy with the fields and hay baling and cattle and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I helped him this year. We baled over 1,000 bales of hay, and he just bales them, sells them. He's got land, and his son is working taking over the cattle part of it, and his son builds fences. If you're around northwest Arkansas and you need a fence built, call Moore. M-O-R-R-E, M-O-O-R-E, oh yeah.
M-O-O-R-E, Moore.
More fence.
Yep.
Boy, that boy does some pretty work.
Crazy Ann wants to hear you sing.
I ain't got my guitar.
I have one, but it's not his guitar. He didn't bring it with him.
Yeah, I didn't bring
Crazy
it,
Ann's from Norway, and she's a sucker for a good old Southern accent. So trying to get her back here to Arkansas to find her man.
Well, you know, I mean, I know I already have a Southern accent, but I can have even a deeper Southern accent if I want to.
for Crazy Ann. For Crazy Ann.
Crazy Ann,
Oh,
I
they're
can
wanting you to
say
sing
anything
Johnny
she wants.
Cash. Can you play a 12 string?
Where's that 6-string you got?
Yeah, it's in that closet over there.
Oh, you'd have to dig it out. We didn't come prepared for
We
that.
did. We're not prepared for it. I'll tell you what. We will do a very short because we have to watch. Because I guarantee you, I've done it, and he'll do it too. We will get copyright strikes if we sing.
Yep. And he'll get them
Oh,
on
yeah, I
anything.
imagine.
Because we sound too much like the damn song, and it will copyright strike us.
We were in
What
Branson,
song was you
Missouri,
gonna sing?
You know, if you were going to sing a song, what song would you sing?
by Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do several of them. Busted. You ever heard that one?
Yep. Boy Named Sue.
I can do a little of that. I can do We'll Get Rhythm when you get the blues. Come
I think
on,
most
get
people know
rhythm.
Walk the Line, but he's got a lot of songs. See,
Oh,
I
and
grew
we
up
used to
in Johnny
do
Cash.
Ring of Fire. We used to play
Yeah.
that together.
But my main drag is probably Hank Sr. I probably know more of his songs than I do any. But you know, I can go into YouTube or Pandora, and I still hear stuff that I had no idea he recorded.
Oh, check this out.
Hey,
Paul.
Porter,
Yeah.
can you tell me the time?
No, but when we get warmed up and we get the guitars out, we can harmonize, and we just do it.
I started to
natural.
bring my 6-string, but I just, well, no.
Well, and I haven't played. I don't, you know, like I played the intro music on a 12 string. That was killing my fingers to do that.
My wife's
You know?
niece used to live in Dixon, Tennessee, and her husband got divorced. And me and him, we used to stop off in Dixon on the way out here, kind of halfway point.
Well, I know a
And that
guy in
poor boy
Dixon,
would keep
Tennessee.
me up till 11 o'clock or midnight, and me and him sitting in there playing guitar. And I'd always bring my guitar when I
No.
came, but since they got divorced, well, I quit bringing it. So.
There's a young feller in the chat named Saucy Shane. That's where he lives, is Dixon, Tennessee.
Dixon, Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Right outside of
Hey,
Nashville.
look,
Been there
Cindy,
too
Cindy's
many
throwing
times.
out some Dixon, Tennessee.
Oh, there's a little old restaurant. I can't remember what highway it is coming out of Dixon back toward 40. It's a little old breakfast nook, and you go in there and tell them I want a mess on a plate. And Lord, that is good. They got biscuits and eggs and gravy all poured on top of it. Oh man.
It's a small world, ain't it, Shane?
Yeah.
Imagine how
I
I
want
felt
you
when
to
they told
try
me they
this
lived
one.
right here by me.
Hey guys, look what I'm gonna pour in.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
What is
That's
it?
good.
Pinhook. Little old cheap ass bourbon I picked up in Louisville.
Yeah, man. What was that? What was that? What Nulu or Hulu or what?
Nulu.
Nulu. How was that,
is-
Jimmy?
Oh, it's
That
good. And
Nulu.
this is
How
that's
is
that
that? I've
single
seen
barrel.
that before.
Yeah. That's my single barrel. That's all I got left of it. I never did get Jody a bottle of it, even though I kept
You
telling
know,
him.
I
would.
hunted
That's
many.
okay. I'll find my own one
I
day.
hunted a many year with a single barrel.
Jimmy, you already paid me. You know, you got me that. I'm gonna set this here so y'all can see that orange top on it. Now I'll move it. But we're gonna have a little pin hook. This is really good Louisville, Kentucky bourbon here.
Bourbon Heights.
Ooh, man, that nose. That is a little old dainty bourbon.
Well, that's a worm, man.
What's the horsepower on that thing?
Louisville. Yeah, I say Louisville. And then where
hell,
did I
that's
stay?
Kentucky.
It
That's
was
gotta-
Nulu district. Yeah. The Nulu district in Louisville. Louisville. I don't say Louisville. I can't do
Louisville. It's just Louisville to me. I don't even have that extra syllable. It's just Louisville.
I'm just gonna start saying Louisville.
There you
Well,
go. Louisville.
daisies and roses, and I'm tasting strawberries.
Mm. Mm.
Oh,
it ain't
man.
hardly got no odor to it, but boy, it's got a good flavor.
Oh, Beanie was born there. Graduated from there. All right. Dixon, Tennessee. I've been there a few times.
Dixon County.
Yeah, we had, what was that, is that my cousin too?
No, that's your, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Dixie's niece is your.
Yeah, cousin.
Okay.
Okay, my cousin.
Jody's like me. Is that my cousin? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And then
well, I used
their
to
kid-
ask
their
that
kids
before I
are
dated
second.
anybody.
Their kids are second cousin. That's legal to date, ain't it? You can date second
Nah,
cousin.
yeah.
I mean, I used to ask that all the time when I come home. Hey, there's somebody I met at school. Is that my cousin?
Why do you think I'd join the
I
Air
don't know,
Force and
but
get
I
out
had
of
some
Arkansas?
cousins growing up, and they taught me a lot of. We won't get into that.
We're all cousins down here. That's right. So I'll see what you are.
I'm not a Louisville native, so I can say it however I want to. I don't care how they say it. I want them to know I'm from out
What
of
in the
town.
hell Louisville got to do with it?
They're trying to teach me how to say Louisville.
Oh,
They've been
They
trying to
say-
teach me how to say Glen Morangi for 6
Louisville.
months now.
Louisville
Louisville. Yeah.
in Missouri. Who in the hell says Missouri? It's Missouri.
And if you're in Texas and
Missouri.
you live close to Rio Vista,
Missouri.
You're
Yeah.
actually close to Rio.
Rio Vista. Yeah. Yeah. Which is River View in Spanish. But
And-
Rio Vista.
And we would
ain't proud in
we would
Spanish.
turn off on what was the name? What was nine? What was that highway went by you? 10 acres out there. 9.
Oh, you talking about 1414?
No, the highway.
Oh,
926.
920. No, 920.
Anyway, you
Something.
turn
Yeah.
right at Osceola. Oh,
Osceola.
no, that's Osceola.
Osceola.
And
And then there was
that's
Itasca.
Osceola.
Osceola.
Itasca, spelled just like Italy with a asca, a scut on the end. And they would say, that's Itasca.
Yeah, that's not Itasca. That's Itasca.
And then we lived in Blum, Texas. And no, that's Bloom. I'm like,
That's BLUM, Blum.
so what's that little purple fruit spelled PLUM? That's a plum.
We were really making an impact. We were really changing things out there, and they run us off. We had to leave.
Yeah, well, I'm from. So I was born and raised in southeast Arkansas.
Yeah.
And a funny story, I was going to college at Harding University, and Tim was with me and Barry, and Tim was in the back seat, and we pulled in at Grady. And back then, they had the full-service gas station, and this guy walked out there, and he had a chew of tobacco in his mouth bigger than a watermelon. And he's like, "No, go." And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Fire up." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, and then he went and got the pump started, and he walked back and said, "Back bleed." And I said, "Nah, I'm all right." And so he walked off, and Tim Bell in the back seat said, "You did not understand anything that guy said." And I said, "Yeah, I did."
Yeah,
And
my dad chews tobacco.
And he said, "No, you did not." And I said, "Yes, I did." And he said, "What did he say?" And I said, "He walked up and said, 'Do you need gas?' And I said, 'Yes.' And then he said, 'You want me to fill it up?' He goes, 'But that's not what he said.' And I said, 'Yeah, he did.' And so I said, 'Yes.' And then he came back and said, 'You want me to check the fluids?' Which means your windshield washer fluid, your oil, but
Yeah.
oil you can't check it because you've been driving. You got to let it settle first. But anyway, all that stuff. And I said, "Nah, we're all right." And so he walked on, and it was like, I mean, it was like the guy was speaking in Klingon. So I understand it.
He was speaking in chew tobacco.
Yeah, he was speaking in way south Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Spit on the wall.
All right,
Was
Saucy.
that
We'll
song
see you
on
when you
the-
get there, man. No worries. We're just hanging out tonight, so. This is
All right,
we're just going old school tonight.
Don't
We're-
drive
we-
too fast, man.
Yeah, we don't have an agenda. We don't have a list. We don't have any fancy cutscenes. We're just hanging out with folks tonight.
All right.
I guess is North Carolina considered? That's considered
It's south.
yeah,
Yeah.
south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Hell, Virginia is even considered
Yeah.
south.
I got when I first got in the Air Force, this girl was arguing with me. She didn't think Arkansas was part of the South, and I said, "Have you
Oh,
never
wow.
seen a Looney Tune cartoon in your life?" I said, I could kind of see maybe Missouri and Kansas or something like that having a little bit of a debate about it, but Arkansas, it's like, golly.
No, but I speak South. I just don't. I mean, I know I have a Southern accent right now to some people, but I can get thicker.
Yeah, you understand it more than most folks.
You know, it's a
the
shame in the
ironic
world.
thing about it.
Yeah.
My dad was born in Logan County, which that's where Paris is, and they moved down to southeast Arkansas, and I was born and raised in Deshay County all my life, and then we moved to Texas for 2 years.
It's a
and
mix.
then moved back. When we moved back to Arkansas, we moved back to Logan County, and I said, boy, that's ironic. My dad was born here, and he died in Deshay County, and I was born in Deshay County. Unless I'm killed in a car wreck or something, I'll probably die in Logan County, but
Yeah. You know, I thought about moving a few times. I'm up here in Johnson County. I'm right at the foot of the mountains, and I was thinking about moving and trying to live in a different place. And I was just standing out my yard one time, and I just started appreciating how quiet and pretty it was here. And it's hard to
go
move
out
away
in the
from a place
backyard
like
and
that.
pee.
Yeah,
There
oh,
wasn't
yeah.
a day that we lived on that 10 acres of Texas I didn't walk around that thing and just.
And we were
breathe it
continually
in.
making improvements out there.
Oh yeah, building trails and
Picking up old logs that had fell
This-
over. I mean, we had campfires going every night.
This big old place I'm on here was nothing but one big old blackberry patch. Just briars, acres and acres of briars. When I moved here, we settled all this. Been here for 25 years. So
Yep.
just getting it broke in now. Why would I leave?
Yeah, we used to have big fish fries, crawfish boils, all that on our property. It had big, tents or those canopy things we'd set up and have.
Yeah, Jody built horseshoe pits,
Oh yeah, regulation horseshoe pits.
and I couldn't even throw one of them that far.
I taught my wife and kids how to get crawdads out of the creek with a hot dog and just a piece of fishing line. And it blew their mind. You know, we filled up a 5-gallon bucket in no time. But then when I boiled them up there on the creek bank, I said, these ain't going to taste like the ones you get out of the store because they're still going to have all the mud and poop in them. So
Yeah,
I turned them off
you
right then and
gotta
there.
purge them first.
I said, this is how I ate them when I was a kid. I'm just telling you, they're going to be dirty right out of the creek. So. I'd
Okay,
have
so
to
neighborhood
spray her
girl is in North Carolina as well, in the sticks. I'm on the edge of a stick. We're in Winston Salem, but we're in a like a skirt of it.
There's a stick about to fall on his camper out there.
Oh my God! And they came by earlier cutting tree limbs back from the power lines, and they didn't touch that damn old dead ass tree on my neighbor's property.
Well, it's
What
been
is
good
it?
seeing y'all, but I got to get over and get ready for the show.
Oh yeah, you got to get ready, man. We're gonna hold it over just a little bit longer. If somebody in the chat will let me know when you all hear the cue music, we will jump on over. All right,
Heck
Old
yeah.
Son, it's been good having you.
Jody,
Jimmy,
like every
later.
week, man, I appreciate the heck out of you for doing this, and damn good to see you, Big Daddy H. Hopefully we'll
Good
run
to
into
see
each
you
other
again.
again. Take
All right.
care.
Okay, we have talked about a ton of stuff tonight, and they are going to be going live in about 20 minutes. But they usually start doing their intro stuff a little bit early, so we'll see how long this lasts. Oh, but right now we are sipping on Pinhook, which is a great bourbon out of Louisville, Kentucky. We started with Chicken Cock, went to Duke, Elijah Craig, 18 year because my dad's here and we're going to do it right.
And I'm 18
Well, yeah,
plus.
plus. Yeah, it's like 18 going
18
on.
plus older than that.
Yeah. 18 with how many years experience?
I ain't had much experience, but I'm 18.
Yes, Crazy Ann, Chicken Cock. For when you're craving just a little chicken cock. Yeah, that's it. Yep, you did. You heard it right. Chicken cock. See, we had a commercial right there. I just promoted that. Yeah, but the Elijah Craig 18 year. If you don't drink it, why buy it? It's my philosophy. If I never get my hands on another bottle of it, I'll remember this one. This was bottled in 4/29/20, barrel 5026, and it was
It's good.
incredible mouthfeel on that.
It is good. But I think the favorite one we've had tonight is
Well, not the favorite, but the favorite affordable, achievable bourbon is this one. This is one of our favorites, the Duke. This is a fruit salad. This is a fruity bourbon. It is 44%, 88 proof. It is fantastic. And of course, I sip all mine neat, but it is one of the really easy. I mean, that's a dangerous bourbon. Oh no, Crazy Ann. But I will tell you the story behind Chicken Cock Bourbon. They call it the what do they call it again? It's the famous old brand. So this was established in 1856, Bourbon County, Kentucky. 7 decades later, it was a staple of Prohibition era speakeasies. And was the bourbon of the Cotton Club. So during Prohibition. So this was the Cotton Club bourbon during that time. And they brought it back again. Yeah, the Duke, if you can find it. And I have an old one. I'm trying to find a date on here somewhere because I've had this while. They stopped making this one for a while. And I think they got hosed a little bit and had to bring the original back. Not sure about what the bottle's going to look like when they bring it back. Oh yeah, Cotton Club. There it is. In your state. Or our state, or whose state, or somebody's state. But yeah, that was that Prohibition thing. Again, if somebody in the chat can let me know, because I don't have my other browser up and I don't want to touch anything because we got the audio. We had audio troubles again. I unplugged this other thing and I plugged it back in and it didn't plug in. So there's different rings. There's 3 rings and 2 rings, like your standard headphones are 2 ring. 2 little O-rings on there, and it's a 3-section deal. And then there's 3 rings, which is more, and this thing has a converter on it, and I plugged it in, it went pop, but I didn't push it in on that 3rd ring. That's why we didn't have audio. Thank you, Crazy Ann. and she'll let us know. But that's why we were having trouble with audio, and that's why when I would pick this up, it would make that connection
Oh, okay.
just for a second, and that's what it was. Live and learn every time. This is the fourth installment. I guarantee you next week I'm gonna make sure I'll go through everything, plug, push plugs,
Everything will be perfect.
everything. I will not try. Oh yeah, if you have the link, yeah, have it ready, Crazy Ann. And wait, I do need to go over though. I need to make Crazy Ann. Well, the Duke. This is just the Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey Small Batch, but this one I can't find a date on this bottle. I bought this years ago, and I bought it right when they were about to change, and they changed their mash bill, and they took John Wayne off the bottle, and they had just Duke on there, and they tried to change it, and people rebelled against it, and now they're back again. I don't know the whole story behind it, but now if it has John Wayne's silhouette on it, it's this mash bill. So that was his favorite. So, okay, you are a mod. Good. I couldn't remember if I'd made you a mod or not. But yeah, that's good. So I don't know. And I don't know what the bottle's going to look like. I haven't looked into it that much. I did hear they were bringing it back. It's from Monument Valley Distillers. So, Monument Valley Distillers. But they tell me that most of what John Wayne drank on set, of course, was probably water in a bottle. But this was his favorite bourbon. Yes, you were the one to push me to do live streams. And yes, now I have a forum here as a pre-party to Clouds and Stouts, and I'm having a blast doing this. I enjoy doing this every week. I get to have a night where I start just bringing the level down on some of these bourbons, and I usually have 4 snifters during the live stream. Sometimes I'll pull out my good stuff if I have company. And if, someone were to happen to be in North Carolina and said, hey, I want to come on your show, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. And you just have to give me enough time to order the hat, and I will break out some of my better bourbons, at least one. But this is 2. The Pinhook and the Elijah Craig 18. This is a halfer.
They're both good.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Let's see, what does this say? Okay, well, thank you, Crazy Ann. But you only have 1 entry on the board. Why haven't you been typing "put me in"? Because I know it's hard to ship stuff to Norway, but I may have to hand deliver it. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you were in North Carolina in July. Well, look at there. 11 minutes. We have 11 minutes until the other show. I'm heading to North Carolina now. Van life is on the way. Because, van life, they travel. And van life, my email address is bourbonbounty2019@gmail.com. If you will email me, and I will put it in here because, see, bourbonbounty2019@gmail.com. That is my email address as my persona, Bourbon Bounty. And people can email that. If you spam me, I'll block you. But hey, I don't farm that thing out for anything except for this. So, yeah, she's waiting on me to hand deliver. Well, you know what's funny, Crazy Ann? is I order these hats from Norway. Sure do. I order them from Norway, and they are shipped here. And they take a few weeks to come in. I had to order this one. I ordered his hat a few weeks ago, and it took about 2.5 weeks.
Got here before I did.
Got here before he did. So I could probably order the hat and have it shipped to Crazy Ann, because they could probably just stick it out the window of the thing and drop it, and it would land in her lap.
Hand delivered.
The hand delivered, yeah. Let's see. I did get your email, yes, but I've been hanging out with family. We've been really busy, and when I say busy, I mean we've been getting really drunk and going to bed and waking up eating stuff, and then we drink some more and play cards, and then we go to bed and then we eat stuff. Yeah, that's
eating too much and drinking too much and staying up too late. And not getting up early.
I will tell you this, B lady. I order stuff from Sweden. I order stuff from Norway. I order stuff from Ireland. I order stuff all the time from overseas. They do ship here, but hats are easier. Alcohol can become excruciatingly expensive because of the tariffs and everything. But no, I order a lot of things from overseas. That's for you. I'd rather hang out with you also. Well, he's here until Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monday morning.
Monday morning. And then.
Better hurry.
Yeah, better hurry. But, yeah, we're just going to be watching the Arkansas Razorbacks play on Saturday. Who are they playing? LSU? No.
Mississippi.
Mississippi State?
I think it's Ole Miss. I don't know.
Ole Miss? Yeah, look it up. Let's see who they're going to beat. Yeah, it's important to know who they're going to beat. Crazy Ann, I am going to record.
It's Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yeah, okay. They're going to win that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna record something before he leaves. I will record him. We may record something together. My fingers I may not be able to play real well because I need to toughen my
Mine's
fingers
tough. When
up.
I'm home, I play and sing to myself almost every day.
Mm-hmm. And I will post it unlisted, and I will push it out to my Patreon, but I will also share it for free with a few people. But it will be an unlisted post. And yeah, we'll record something. It won't be in VR 180. I am not going to go through all that damn processing. But we'll do a phone shot, but we'll do good audio. I'll do the Zoom audio, and we'll do it right. So the audio will be really good. The picture will be what do I have? A Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, 9 Plus, whatever the hell I have. So the video won't be crap, but
Yeah, I may do a little series of songs.
whoa, Fulton.
Throw part of this in, part of that in, little Johnny Cash and little.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and they'll throw copyright thing out. Even on unlisted videos, they'll throw that shit out there. But I'll just say I'm not gonna, monetize or whatever. Well, I can't monetize anything right now anyway. But when we were doing the Redneckologist, that was back before all the rules, and we were monetizing and not monetizing things because anyone could monetize at that time. And then they changed the rules, and then life happened, and then the channel kind of went pip, pip, pip. And I started the Bourbon Bounty one when I got out here. But Fulton says, his cat scratched his eye this morning. That sucks.
Shit.
It's a claim, not a strike. I know, but I don't want any strikes because right now my little strike thing is a green, like chick, no strikes. And I'm a fledgling. I'm a tiny baby trying to come up on YouTube. So yeah, I'm trying to stay clean. As people say, clean as the driven snow. Where did that come from? Because driven snow is dirty. I don't know where clean as the driven snow came from.
Yeah, and smooth as a baby's bottom.
Well, baby's bottoms are smooth.
Yeah, till they full of shit.
This is smooth as a baby's butt right here.
Reach down and pat. Hey, that's wet. That's
Yeah. Well, okay, I know, Crazy Ann, but there's rules about how much you can play and how much interaction you have to have. And all of these rules were created because people are just reacting to things. And they're monetized and they're making money and they're not adding anything. Yeah. But I just don't want, well, and if I get like monetized big enough, I mean, that's not my goal. I mean, it's not like my whatever. But I do this because I love it. But yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to buy more bourbon with a little extra cash? I mean, that's all I would do is pour it back into this channel if I became monetized. I mean, every penny of it and more because I'm spending it now anyway. So I could just buy an extra bottle or two of bourbon, whatever, or give away better stuff or get into etching the glasses with, the Bourbon Bounty logo and all that. So is it about time? I think we have to be getting close. It's like under 3 minutes now. I know Saucy was going to be late because he was driving.
Clouds and Stouts is coming on.
Yeah, they're about to. Real soon, but we're going to take it up to the time that they're ready. And I'm kind of at their mercy. If they're a little late, we're a little late. We go a little longer. That 1 week I missed it because I thought they were going live and I dropped off a little early. Yeah, I did.
We won't be.
Oh, they are ready now. All right, guys. Crazy Ant posted the link. Jump over there. Let's let them know, Bourbon Bounty, you came from here, please. And let's go see Clouds and Stouts in a couple of minutes. If people start dropping off, that's okay. Jimmy Pickles Pepper Channel is here. Start the party. Well, the party's about to end because we're about
the pre-party.
The pre-party is about to end because we're not going to step on the toes of the actual party. And that's about the 4 horsemen over there. You heard it here first. I don't know which one's the white horse, dark horse, or whatever horse.
The horse's ass.
Well, I know which one's a horse's ass.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not going to tell you who that is. That's a private thing. So, no, they're all good guys, and they're going to put on a good show for you. So, heading over to Clouds and Stouts. Crazy Ann has posted the link a couple of times. If you're still here, I will entertain you to the end, but I may become repetitive because I'm out of material and I don't want to start a new story that's going to end in 1 minute. But if you're still here, thank you for joining me tonight. And I look forward to doing that quarterly draw, and I will have the prizes ready. So, guys, it is 8:59. We are going to jump over to Clouds and Stouts. See you next week. Join in, get your name on the wheel, keep your name on the wheel, keep your chances high. But until next week, signing off. Clouds and Stouts pre-party. Let's jump over to Clouds and Stouts.